going to take an unforgettable journey. Viewer discretion is advised. The Incredible Singh.
This is the one, the only, the Incredible Singh. Thank you so much for tuning in to episode number 75. And I hope you guys had an absolutely fantastic week, because I know I did. And but let's get right into the show here. This show is about things that affect us, because everything affects us differently. So I hope I can deliver some insight, enlighten you in a positive way, and help you get motivated for life. Being healthy and fit has become a big part of my life, so I'm going to share some tips with you that I continuously attempt to follow. Coming up this week, Sugar Sammy on October the 5th. I'm looking forward to going to that show there, so that's going to actually be pretty cool. He's a pretty funny guy, and he's been in light of all this Trudeau and blackface and all that sort of thing, his concern not necessarily is the fact that his intent was to be racist or anything like that. That wasn't the issue. His issue is the level of blackness that he created with the makeup that he was wearing. Like, there's nobody that really looks like that color anyways, so I thought it was kind of funny with that. That's coming up October the 5th at the Bell Center in Surrey, so I'm looking forward to that. Gonna hang out with some friends out there. The other thing I want to talk about is Jazzy B is coming to town for the Wali on October the 25th for the Vancouver Canucks. So E3 Entertainment and a few other organizations worked on that last year. So this year again, they are doing it again, a little bit bigger, because there was amazing success. Apparently there's the most number of people that were in attendance for that game. So that's why they definitely wanted to do it again. And having Jazzy B, representative of Vancouver, so it's absolutely fantastic that this show is going to happen. But going on with the show, I'm looking forward to my favorite part of the show, which is the top 3 songs that I picked this week. And they are going to go to Miss Pooja, Sidhu Moosewala, and Jassi Sidhu. Stay tuned for that. I'll talk about which song is going to be my favorite song in 60 seconds. And I'm going to start off the show with episode 74's Song in 60 Seconds, which went to Prabh Gill, Sweetaj Brar for Love You Oi, right here on the Incredible Livecast. So I'm still working on my intro little bits for Incredible Health Tip of the Week. Burn the boredom, blast the lard. Rev up your metabolism by alternating your speed and your intensity during aerobic workouts. Not only should you alternate your routine to prevent burnout or boredom, but to give your body a jolt. I'm the Incredible Singh. Let's play the next track with some Manak-E, because it's one of my favorite guys for singing. So we're going to play Dhoor, the MJ remix, right here on the Incredible Livecast. Alright guys, on a serious note, we're going to talk about Deputy Sandeep Gill, who unfortunately was shot in the line of duty conducting a traffic stop. So my heartfelt condolences go to the officers, all the deputy sheriffs in the area, as well as his wife and children that have been left behind. Obviously his family, his friends, all the people that were close to him. It goes to show that life can be taken at any time. Sheriffs, RCMPs, etc. They put their lives on the line, so we don't really have to. So, one of the biggest things for this is, we enjoy the lifestyle that we live, right? Like, we can enjoy our homes, we can enjoy traveling to work, we can enjoy just general traveling in general. We don't have to deal with that type of people unless we're directly involved, obviously, with some way, shape, or form, something going on there. Hats off to all the people that put their lives on the line here to make our lives a little bit better. Sandeep Gill was a humanitarian with United Sikhs, and he did some Amazing stuff. He proudly served Harris County in Texas for about 10 years. And in wake of the hurricanes in the southwest there, or southeast, sorry, specifically in wake of Hurricane Harvey, Irma, and Maria, he led the United Six volunteers to provide disaster relief to those in need across Texas, across Florida, and across Puerto Rico. In Punjab, India, he led the effort to help us provide humanitarian aid for farmers working to survive a record drought. There is a fundraiser that's being circled around on Facebook to donate to the United Sikhs to help out with these type of causes and things like that. So definitely open up your wallets and $1, $2, whatever works for you. Definitely put something in, because that's huge. I mean, what if we're here in Vancouver? What are we gonna do when the earthquake hits, or some tsunami hits, or some crazy Mother Nature phenomena hits? What are we gonna do? We're gonna need help and reparations to be able to survive and recover from these type of situations. So the point is, Sandeep Gill, he helped many people in his lifetime. He tried to make things easier for the rest of us. So even if you do one thing per year, just make it count. Like, for example, I tried to do little things throughout the year, little bit donations here and there wherever I can. But probably the biggest thing is doing the 50-50 fundraiser, the cancer fundraiser that I'm involved with whenever A1 Sports and the crew ends up doing it there. So I definitely enjoy doing that. That's sort of my contribution, right? Giving back to the community, because I don't want to take what I have for granted. I'm healthy, my family's healthy, wife and daughter's healthy, and I definitely hope that stays the case. And I just hope that hopefully nothing happens to either one of us, but if something does, that other people are willing to open up their hearts and open up their wallets to help and support us as well. So that is the biggest reason to be able to do something. It's just to help somebody else. I mean, if you get, regardless of whether anything, you hope nothing happens to you, like I said, but this is something where you can definitely give back and help other people who are definitely in need. So let's get back to some music here from the control station. We're going to play KB Singh, Bokalende, the Dhol remix, right here, right now. Incredible fitness tip of the week! Eat smaller portions. Portion control is crucial, guys, especially when you're eating an indulgent food. These are some of the portion control tips that can help you get started. So if you get a bowl that literally fits in your hands, if it fits in there, eat it. So fruit, veggies, all that sort of good stuff, make sure it fits in there. If it doesn't fit in there, don't eat it or stop at that point. Try to limit your portions. That's the beginning way to start. The second thing is drink a big ass glass of water before you start eating. So 6-8 ounce glass of water, drink that first, guzzle it down, and start with a bowl of veggies first. This big, like I said, it fits in two hands or it fits in a bowl, have some veggies first. That's where you start. Then your meal, your main portion, that same thing. It's got to fit in this little cup thing that I was, if you see me on YouTube, you can see what I'm doing here. And the third thing, if you want dessert, then guess what? You're going to mix whatever dessert it is. If it's ice cream or cake or cookies or whatever it is that you want. I like to eat that stuff too. But, it fits in here, but mix in some fruit in there as well. Then that way you're getting your proper things that you're supposed to be eating, but you're also indulging with the other thing that you want as well. If you want an Nanaimo bar, put it in there. Put it in with the fruit and the other thing, and that is your dessert, people. I'm the Incredible Singh. Let's get back to the music here. We're going to play Stereo Nation Ishq right now. Oh man, kya ji kidda? This is the Incredible Singh, and it's now time for the top 3 songs that I picked. My favorite top 3 songs. The first one is going to go to Miss Pooja and Milland Gaba for Sohnea number 2. And the reason why I like this song is it's a very great mood style type of a track. Take it as you will. It's romantic. It kind of gets you in a mood for a little something if you want to go down that road, you know what I'm saying? And Miss Pooja, I really like her voice in this track, because normally she's very high pitched, and it you know, depending on whether you like her or not. If you like her, then you kind of like it. If you don't really like her, then it's like the pitch is a little bit too much. So I like the fact that she lowered the pitch of her voice a little bit to make this song really work. So that's why I like this one. The second song is the song with Sidhu Moosewala, Jajon Mor Wargi. This song is actually a really good song. So I mean, if you've listened to it already, you know there's a bunch of hype about what happened and what Sidhu Moosewala was saying in the track, and he apologized and all that sort of thing. I haven't heard the original, but I didn't hear anything that I thought that was really unorthodox or inappropriate. But regardless of all of that, Sonam Bajwa looks so hot. She totally made me forget about the whole thing when I was watching the video. That blue number that she was wearing. Mwah! Anyways, the third track that I thought was really fantastic was by Jassi Sidhu. It's called Dance Floor. And this video really is what really drew me in to watch it again and again. When I first listened to the song, I'm like, Chal Tiki, whatever. But it was the video that got me to listen to it again and again. I'm like, you know what, this is actually kind of neat. And then it kind of grew on me now, and that's why it's now one of my top 3 songs this week. So now I'm going to play a clip of each track, and I'll let you know what my favorite is on the other side. Here we go. Yo, this is the one, the only, the incredible Singh, and this week's song in 60 seconds goes to Jassi Sidhu with Dance Floor. He's the one that's creating these different type of hype type of a track. It makes him sound like a superstar in my eyes. And I honestly think that this is one of those songs that, as long as if it catches on at reception parties or hall parties or whatever club or whatever it is that you're partying it at, this is the track that's going to drive people insane on the dance floor. Urban King does a fantastic job creating music that not only sounds like an old school desi track, but also an uptown funk beat. And that's why Dance Floor is this week's song in 60 seconds. If you know who Harry S. Haskins is, you'll know that he said what lies behind us is what lies before us are just tiny matters compared to what lies within us. The point is, you can only reflect on the past, you can only plan on the future. Your focus should be on yourself in the present moment. I'm the Incredible Singh. Let's play some Sidhu Moosewala, East Side Flow. Alright guys, so racism is the hot topic again this week, all over on social media. People still talking about Trudeau, still people talking about Lily Singh, and now to add to this whole thing, you know, Mo Dhaliwal, if you know who he is, he's a big representative of the Vancouver area. He's one of the founders of VIBC, the Vancouver International Bhangra Competition. He's done a bunch of other things as well, spoken on a lot of panels and whatnot as well, but this is a little bit more important because he went for an interview. He got invited to an interview by Global BC to talk about racism and whatnot that's happening in the Lower Mainland area. And today it's still going on, quite, either inadvertently or, you think you're trying to be funny and it's still happening. But he accidentally heard just before going on to the show someone calling off over the air the host of putting on their blackface on. Now, everybody knows saying the word blackface or putting blackface on is like the biggest, hottest topic that's going on right now. And especially with you people in the media, you should know better than to say anything like this in the first place. You know, everybody else, like the random person, somebody who's a painter, somebody who's a construction worker, you know, that's a whole different ball game. They don't have that, you know, mindset to be weary of these sorts of things compared to somebody who works at a TV station. Like, you should have a little bit more common sense when it comes to these type of things, you know, when you're trying to be funny, especially. You know, he was pretty enraged about this, and this is kind of based off of the story. It's kind of bugging me as well now too. He made it very clear that racism still exists during the show, and he pointed out what happened and how casual it was just to say, oh yeah, he's just putting his black face on. Global BC decided not to air the interview that he was on, and they apologized to him, they reprimanded the person and all that sort of thing. But you know, his question to them is sorry really enough? In general, he's asking this question. So if white people are going to be so arrogant, and with what they are doing just by calling it out, by shaming them in public, by firing them in some cases, who knows? I mean, it could be anything. But honestly, it's really just going to cause more animosity between the races in these type of situations. With the intention of being funny amongst your white peers, your negligence and insensitive behavior needs to be recognized, but you just need more education, because I'm trying to defend you here. You're not trying to be a racist. You're more trying to be a comedian, but you know, it comes off in very poor taste. The type of jokes that you're thinking it just comes off in very poor taste, just for a laugh from other people. You might find it funny yourself, but like you said, your intention is not to be racist. It's just, given the current event of situations, this is the situation that's going on. I mean, the real racists are the ones to be shamed and humiliated, not the ones that were just trying to be funny. So as an example, what's her name? Roseanne Barr, she said something silly, some racist comment or something that was on Twitter. As what isn't even coming out of her mouth. It's something that she randomly typed in Twitter, went up to the Twitterverse, or whatever social media you want to call it, and it basically annihilated her career. Something that she was trying to be funny about, that she wasn't intending to be racist about, she has incessantly apologized. She said what she needs to say, and that's sort of the end of that. That's the end of her career. She's not going anywhere. There's videos of people blatantly being racist, saying, get the hell out of here, get the hell out of my country, you never belonged here in the first place. Then he asks, oh, where are your ancestors from? We're Irish, but we're still Canadian. Well, how the hell does that make any more sense if your generation of Irish people have been here, or if you're Russian or Ukrainian or whatever the hell you are? How is that any different from an Indian or an African that's been here for 5 or 6 generations? Let me stop for a second. Sorry, getting a little bit riled up there. Normally stuff like this I can handle it, but you know, just seeing all this in the last few weeks, the amount of trying to be funny behavior, the difference between an actual comedian versus some random on social media, there's a huge difference when it comes to that. You know, some random at some news station or TV channel station that makes some stupid comment to somebody else that's trying to be funny, blah blah blah. You know what? I mean, where do we draw the line? Where is the sensitivity? Like, I didn't hear the situation. Clearly Mo was pissed off about what has happened. That affected his interview. He called it out. People were reprimanded. Like, all this chain event of situations that happened because, you know, in this situation, yeah, one person got upset. You know, is that what it's going to take to make a change in the world here? Because who knows? Honestly, who knows what's going to happen? You know, just to kind of tie it all in here, education is actually the key. Those whose intention was not to be racist should be educated about why their whiteface actions and words are so intolerable and not accepted as forms of comedy outside of comedy shows. And I say that very loosely. This is how I feel. I'm The Incredible Singh. You got a problem with what I say, email me, theincrediblesingh@hotmail.com. Let's get back to the music. We're gonna play... Actually, before I play a song, I just thought of something else here. If any of you have watched The Office TV show, has anybody watched Season 1, Episode 2? Season 1, Episode 2 of The Office. And if you watch that, you will laugh your head off. But I know that some of you people, you get offended by the smallest little stupid thing, which is okay, because that's, I'm not trying to take away your opinion and how you're supposed to feel, whatever. But if you watch it, you get offended, okay. The point is, that's supposed to be a comedy sort of situation, and how ridiculous the situation is in that Office TV show. If you did that in real life, what do you think the reprimands are going to be? It's uncanny. It's definitely uncanny. And the freaking irony of the whole thing is that Mindy Kaling, I think it's Mindy Kaling. Sorry, I can't remember her name off the top of my head properly here. Sorry about that. But she's the one. She's Indian, and she's blackface, if you want to call it that. But she's the one that writes it for the show, right? So I mean, what she's come up with, and the Office and the success that it has. If it was that big of a deal, after that second episode, that show would have been cut off. And you absolutely know it. That's what comedy is. But when you do it in real life, it hurts people. When it's even on TV shows, it hurts people. But this is, I don't know. I don't even know what to say. I'm just kind of rambling now, I guess, in terms of what's going on here. Let's go. Now I'm actually gonna play some music. Play some Malkeet Singh and Richie Rich. Nachabe Sadi Raat, right here on the Incredible Livecast. Alright guys, hit me up on all my social media platforms, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, Mixcloud, SoundCloud. You can hit me up at theincrediblesingh@hotmail.com. Let's play some Diljit Dosanjh, Sweetu! Alright guys, thank you guys for tuning in for episode number 75. Is an absolutely fantastic show. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you didn't, like I said, email me and we'll talk and we'll kind of figure things out from there. If you don't know about the Orange Shirt Day, I hope you wore an orange shirt on September the 30th. That was to remember the Indigenous children placed in residential schools across Canada and the intergenerational harm that it has caused. It is a day to affirm that every child matters. And to my knowledge, there's there's thousands and thousands of kids that were actually injured, harmed, and hurt in these classrooms. So I think it started back in 1860 or 1880 or something. And finally, the last school that had Indigenous children that were forced to be in these schools of all years, 1996. So I mean, for me, I was 16 years old when this happened, and that's pretty crazy. I mean, this was going on for over 100 years. So anyways, Orange Shirt Day is to remember that how ridiculous this stuff was and how damaging it was. But is that worse, or is the snow in Calgary worse? Well, obviously the orange thing is a little bit worse. I'm just trying to be funny. For those of you being offended, well, then hit me up. All right. So the weather in Calgary is off the charts snowy. I don't know what's going on. They got 60 centimeters or some crazy amount of stuff here. There was a YouTube video, or some video that I randomly saw. I think it was on Facebook or something. Toronto, it's nice, 16, 17 degrees. Oh yeah, Ottawa, 17 degrees. Oh, Calgary. Oh, it's winter. Oh my God. It's Calgary. Calgary is winter. Then Vancouver is, nice 12, 13 degrees. It's sunny, this and that. But Calgary, Anyways, I'm The Incredible Singh. Thank you for listening to my show or watching the show. Have an absolutely fantastic week. Until next time, stay positive, stay focused, and stay blessed.